Good morning, friends. A very sensational case in Udumalpet of Tamil Nadu near Tirupur district, which was called as honor killing or caste killing, and which has created a sensation in the year 2016. Now, once again, came to the news as the prime accused, the criminal conspirator, the father of the girl, Mr. Chinnaswamy, he has been acquitted of all the charges by the Honorable Madras High Court. Right. If you go into the details of the case, actually, Chinnaswamy's daughter, Kausalya, she fell in love with a Dalit boy, an engineering student by name Shankar, and it was not liked by Chinnaswamy. But still, both of them got married, and in 2015, and they filed petitions before Chinnaswamy in the local police station, and they were inquired into. Is one part. Chinnaswamy did not cherish the marriage of his daughter with a low caste man, and he felt it an insult to his caste, and that's why I termed it as honor killing. So he has employed the so-called hooligans from some other place. He called them, actually they are hired assassins, and on the fateful day of 16/3, I believe, 6/3, fateful day of 6/3/2016, in the broad daylight, they attacked and murdered the so-called Shankar to death. Of course, this woman, Kausalya, survived, and she filed a case against her father and 10 others, total 11 people. Her father was a criminal, he was involved in conspiracy. The case was registered under section 307, 302 and 149 IPC, read with 120B IPC also, that is main allegation against Chinnaswamy. Right. So the prosecution, of course, the sessions court, the judge, PDJ, the district judge, convicted all the accused, including Chinnaswamy, for death. In 2016, this happened. 2018, the judgment was given in SC number 19/2016 by the session judge Tirupur, and agreed by the decision of the Tirupur judge. These people went in appeal to Madras High Court in criminal appeal numbers 162 to 165 by 2018, and very recently the Honorable High Court of Madras allowed the appeal and acquitted Chinnaswamy of all the charges against him. Now, what transpired? This is, as advocates, we have to know. The prosecution mainly believed, or their version is on the 5 points. The first point is regarding the petition given by Kausalya against her father, that he is harassing her and her husband Shankar. And the second point is withdrawal of money from the joint account of Chinnaswamy and his wife, about 80,000 or so, he has withdrawn and handed over to the accused. Number 3, the phone conversation, cell phone conversation between Chinnaswamy and 2 of the accused, by name Michael and Manikandan, I think. Michael and Manikandan, the conversations, that is call data. Next point is 4th part, that is meeting between Chinnaswamy and the accused at 2 places. One is a rope junction, that is Palani, and also Children's Park Junction, Palani. This was identified, and 2 witnesses, an auto driver and some other person, they have accounted for the same. And the last point is stay of the accused in a lodge arranged by Chinnaswamy. These are the 5 points on which the prosecution relied, and the session judge allowed them, admitted their evidence. But now the Honorable High Court of Madras, it did not believe you may be remembering in 120 to 120b, the conspiracy, the chain of circumstances should be linked so tightly so that it should fix the accused, and there should be no benefit of doubt to go to the accused. But still, there are so many lacunas. As per the observation of the Honorable High Court, now we'll go one by one. Now, as regards the first previous complaint by Kausalya against her father, right? No doubt, she has given a complaint. Even the father came and he assured that he will not interfere in the matter of Kausalya. So let her be taken care of by Shankar, and Shankar promised that he would take care of her, and he has given it in writing also. Then the same Kausalya requested the police not to take further action, that means to lodge the complaint. As such, the police lodged the complaint and no action was taken. But this incident, which took place in the year 2015, no record was produced before the trial court. Right. Second point, that is withdrawal of the money from the joint account of the Chinnaswamy and his wife. No doubt, it is evident that on particular days in February, within 2 or 3 days, he has withdrawn 80,000, a hefty amount at that particular point of time. Right. But the evidence of ATM, where did he withdraw the money? Definitely from ATM. So the ATM, the CCTV footage, it was not at all brought on record. So that's why it cannot be believed that Chinnaswamy is, of course, Chinnaswamy is he has only withdrawn the money. His wife might have been present, and the incident took place after 6 days. So the amount may be for some other purpose. The amount, of course, the police have recovered certain amount from them, but no record. It's only on 27 Evidence Act, 27 of the Evidence Act, which is a weak piece. Even in that matter also, it was not clearly written. Of course, you know, as per section 27, the admissible portion, the recovery is only important, but the linking is gone. Then third point, the phone conversation between Michael and Manikandan and Chinnaswamy. No doubt, the call data is produced. The call data has to be believed because it was given by the service provider. The court can believe that there was a conversation between Chinnaswamy and the accused. But on what matter? Yes, it is not clear. There was a conversation, definitely there may be some conversation. Then the how to prove this? Actually, this Chinnaswamy stood as a security for these accused in a case in Tamil Nadu in some other police station, and he stood as surety. But incidentally, the surety form or the bail bond form were not produced. That means there is no documentary evidence to prove that the accused has contact with A5 and A8. Then the evidence regarding the meeting of Chinnaswamy with the two of the accused at Children's Park Junction and Road Junction at Palagi. No doubt, one auto driver stated that Chinnaswamy met those people and he was in irritated mood. He was talking to them. He overheard. He saw them for the first time. Second evidence all the same. But that evidence is not sufficient because the police did not conduct the test identification period of the accused by the so-called two witnesses. Finish. So they depended on the case of the other witness is Ambalagan. So Kalidas was the auto driver, and he stated that the Chinnaswamy was talking in a hesitated manner. The second witness is Ambalagan. He stated that Chinnaswamy in a fit of rage, he wanted to take vengeance. But the identification parade was not done. No doubt, the first time if they see the accused in the court, okay, it will be sufficient to some extent. But to fix up the accused, the important part of the investigation is conducting the TIP, which was not done by the police during the investigation. So the Honorable High Court decided this matter basing on the famous case law, Dana Yadav alias Dahu versus State of Bihar. So no doubt, in the court, if they identify, it is believable to some extent. But if it is the test identification is done by the police during the investigation, then it would have been better, but it was not done. Then the accommodation of the accused, stay of the accused in a lodge. No doubt the allegation is that Chinnaswamy arranged accommodation for the accused to stay in a lodge. But the hotel records, they do not know, they do not show that these people stood there. They do not show the record that Mr. Chinnaswamy paid the amount. No receipt book was seized. Nothing, no. The register of the visitors in the hotel, it was not showing the accommodation or the stay of the two accused. At least the witnesses were not produced about the manager, the witnesses like the manager and the room boy of the hotel, at least they were not produced before the court. That means there were so many lacunae. Only the High Court accepted these facts. Of course, the evidence, entire evidence is on the inference part. So the High Court accepted that Chinnaswamy was not happy with the marriage of his daughter marrying Shankar, a Dalit, and he treated it as caste stealing. Then the phone calls, definitely the phone calls are allowed because the service provider furnished the data, but they are not themselves sufficient to prove the criminal conspiracy. For proving the criminal conspiracy, the chain of events, the linking of events, definitely they should not break at any part. But here there is no such a fixation. There is everything, there is a break. So beyond that, the prosecution failed to prove the guilty of Chinnaswamy and they could not connect. This is the, please remember, this is the view of the High Court. Tomorrow Supreme Court may differ. So entire case is based on surmises at junctures and also the confession statements which are not stable, which cannot be held by the court of law. Therefore, the benefit of doubt was given to the accused and Chinnaswamy was absolved of all the allegations against him. He was let loose. Now, the point, just like our Chundur case, one of our friends asked in Chundur case how the accused were acquitted. So please remember, here the court will have only years. It will depend on the, it will decide the case basing on the merits, basing on the evidence, that's all. So don't be under the wrong impression that who committed the murder of Shankar. Definitely these people would have committed the murder, but you have to prove the case. This is the duty. Burden of proof lies, according to section 302, burden of proof lies on the state, that is the prosecution. If the prosecution proves the case beyond all reasonable doubt, definitely there is no other go for the judge to conviction him. But here, because of these loopholes, the Honorable High Court judge acquitted or allowed the appeal and dismissed the charges against him. Of course, for others, they were given 25 years life imprisonment, things like that. But Chinnaswamy, please remember, this is a very good case for study because for the acquittal of the case, so many points have come. So definitely for the acquittal, it is very, very difficult to decide the reasons. That's why as advocates, you should know all these legal points, right? Please go through the judgment. Criminal application, criminal appeal numbers 162 to 165 by 2018, decided by Justices Satyanarayanan and Nirmal Kumar by Madras High Court. Thank you.